What's up, it's Phil from Fit Will Exposed. In today's episode, I'm going to show you guys how to take your traps and upper back to the next level. So you always hear me preaching about snatch grip deadlifts, snatch grip rack pulls below the kneecap, snatch grip power shrugs, snatch grip high pulls, pretty much everything snatch grip if you want to get the biggest upper back and traps possible. But in this episode, I'm going to show you guys some new variations, some new twists on how to make the exercises that you're already doing a lot better to get more growth, more exercise variations while still being very specific, so stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, we got the rack with the bar and a plate with some bands on each side of the rack, right? So the bands are double wrapped. You could use whichever band tension you want or whichever one you could handle, but the goal of the bands is to basically accommodate the resistance so you're overloading the movement at the top. So you might be lifting 400 pounds, but there could be 500 or 450 at the top. So the movement is staying very specific, but you're just overloading certain parts to make it more challenging to overcome certain sticking points. Okay, so if you recall in previous videos, I was talking all about the snatch grip power shrug, but people were saying, Phil, what am I supposed to do besides the snatch grip power shrug? Because I can't always do that lift. And with thorough review, you could also alternate between the snatch grip power shrug and the snatch grip power shrug with bands, along with a host of other variations I'll show you guys later on. But when you're doing the snatch grip power shrugs with bands, you're getting way more out of less weight, but don't think because there's less weight on the bar, you can be getting less out of the exercise. So to give you guys a rough demonstration, you could do it above the knee. All right, get into position. The weight's coming down extremely fast, so you're getting that overspeed eccentric, but now, just for the record, a lot of people keep sending me their videos on Instagram and by email of them doing the snatch grip rack pull, but they're doing a thigh lift. They're doing it way above the kneecap, and that's not what I'm prescribing on this channel. I may have prescribed it a couple years back, but in 2018 and 2017, when I talk about rack pulls, I'm talking about below the kneecap, and that's just the way it is. I'll address that in later videos, but as you can see, the bar is below the kneecap. It's not right above, so I can't just cheat it up. So I have to bend over a little bit more and it's harder. And it's gonna be even a bit harder when I have the bands in the mix, as you're gonna see. So, snatch grip. You feel it way more in the upper back, way more in the traps, get way better stretch, and it's just a great movement overall that you have to try for upper back thickness. Yeah, so just to conclude, I hope you guys learned something. The bands are really essential, and I used to neglect bands in my own training, and when people used to talk about bands, I would kind of just roll my eyes, but they really did grow on me, especially for upper back, trap, and just back training in general. So don't neglect it, incorporate it into your training. You don't have to have it all the time, but just have it into the mix. So for example, you could do the snatch grip power shrug with no bands for 3 weeks, then for the next 3 weeks, snatch grip power shrug with bands, and then for the next 2 weeks, you could do semi-snatch grip power shrug with bands. So always have some bands into the mix, into your programming, especially for back training, especially if you're intermediate or advanced level, and keep me posted on the progress.